Get a alert on my phone. Hello, everybody. All right, this is Dean of Dreamers Empire. We are just getting started here. So, all right, gonna mute. Remember, LeAnne, to mute your. All right, I'm getting all set up here. Good evening. Hello, Epcot Bob. How are you doing? Hey, Mary Ellen. Nice to see you. As you can see, I am blessed to have LeAnne Sooner Girl with me. Hey, Mickey's Magic. Good to see you, Megan. Awesome. All right, guys, we're just this is like a pioneering thing for LeAnne and I. This is her first live. This is my first running a Google Hangout. So, hey, Lisa, thanks for joining. Richard, awesome. Good to see you. Noah. Yes, Bob, this is the epic event of the century because we have LeAnne here. I am so excited. Sorry, my face is a little glowy. I'm having some lighting issues, but LeAnne looks really good. LeAnne, let's do a test. Are you? Oh, you are muted, LeAnne. Let's. Why don't you unmute and let's see if. Hey, Cargo, good to see you. She is going to kill it. So, LeAnne, if you can unmute, okay. Yeah.
I'm unmuted, but I'm still having some reason not getting the chat.
Not seeing the chat yet? Okay, that's all right. So LeAnne is not seeing the chat, but she is, the live part is working.
Okay, there it is.
You see it?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Well, we already have 12 people joining us. That was quick. Thank you very much for joining our challenge here. Hey, it is Bill's Odds and Ends, one of our live streamers. Thanks for joining, Bill. All right. Guys, I am going to kick it off here. All right. So, as you may have seen recently, there's this tag challenge going on. People are talking about the top 5 characters that Disney characters that they would like to vlog with. Hey, Scott Schur, good to see you. And Monday night, Roadtrip Dave, he tagged LeAnne and I couldn't have been more pleased. I think it was destiny that we were going to work together tonight and do this. And so, Megan, I'll fix that right now. All right. Okay, Mickey's Magic, you are now a mod. If anybody else wants that, let me know. Hey, Lori's Bits and Pieces, thank you for joining us. Good to have you here. All right, so I'll keep moving on. So basically, we've been tagged to do this challenge. We're going to tell you our top 5 Disney characters that we would like to vlog with. And LeAnne and I have been talking, doing a little preparation, and we don't know.
There's Road Trip Dave.
Hey, Road Trip Dave.
You're the reason.
Yeah, that's right. Well, thank you, Dave. We're having fun already. We're already up to 15 people, so thanks for joining, everybody. And so basically, we're going to do this tag challenge, but before we do, there's a couple things I did want to shout out. So basically, I said it already, but I'm just really thrilled to be with LeAnne on her first live stream. And LeAnne is Sooner Girl, as you all know. Hey, Roger, Discover the Magic. Good to see you. And so LeAnne's channel is down in the description if I did everything right. So go down there. She's at 75 subs right now, trying to get her to 100 as soon as possible. So basically, go to LeAnne's channel and sub. Let's get her up there. She's got these great videos. She does Jeep Jabber. She did some Disney videos, and she does some stuff around where she lives in Oklahoma, and it was awesome. So yeah, Dave says, LOL, fantastic. Everyone make sure. Okay, thanks, Dave. Appreciate the shout out there. And so, but I have something that I definitely want to share. Hey, Mouse Talk, good to see you, Walt, Melissa. Just watched them. They were doing a kind of a similar challenge. So check out Mouse Talk. But I'm going to not look at the comments for a minute, and I'm just going to read a list of people that, so as you guys know, I run the Live Place, and it's a site where I feature family-friendly live streaming, and I have one of my partners on with that, and that's Roadtrip Dave. And I wanted to read a list of people who live stream at the Live Place. I think you'll be surprised. and thank them for live streaming. A lot of you are on this on the chat right now. So basically, I'm going to go through it fast. Epcot Bob, Resort TV 1, Roadtrip Dave, A Disney Life for Me, Via Pre Project, Our Theme Life, Rob Fuzz, Disney Dan, Corey Fiasco, and Mickey's Magic, who is on, Michael K, The Kingdom Times, Mouse Talk, and they were just live, Wishing Mouse, Sherry's Awesome Sunset Travels, Corey Meets World, Scott Schur, and he's on the chat. Rich and Sarah, Matterhorn Matt, All Central Florida, Love Family Productions, Bill's Odds and Ends, Mawa Library, Spokesman, Prince Charming Dev, and finally, a very special shout out to Magical News Live. I wanted to give a huge thanks to Nick. As many of you know, Nick has been a part of the live place, has helped me a ton. And unfortunately, he had to step back from that recently. But I wanted to give a special thanks to Nick of Magical News Live. Definitely check him out. He's got way more subs than me. So you all know Nick. So that was that. All right, let's move on. So thanks for chatting among yourselves. I am very proud to introduce Sooner Girl to you, and I think pretty much everyone on here knows LeAnne. So as I said, check out her channel. She's got some great videos. She needs 25 more to get to 100. So I'm going to let her introduce herself to you now, and she's actually going to tag 2 people for this top 5 Disney characters I'd vlog with challenge. Take over.
Are you ready for me? Okay. Hi, everyone. It's so great to be here tonight. I'm so glad you could join us. I'm really been looking forward to this and a little apprehensive at the same time. Ever since Roadtrip Dave tagged Dean and I just thought, man, I don't know if I can do this in a Jeep jabbering or not. So I talked to Dean and I asked him, I said, hey, will you join with me and let's do this together, kind of a tag team event. So I'm just really honored to be here tonight. I'm really honored to be with Dean of Dreamers Empire. He has done so much to support the whole Disney community. I know a lot of times we don't see him out in the forefront so much, but he's behind the scenes working, and I just really, really appreciate all that he's done to support me. And Epcot Bob, they've both been there. A lot of people, you know, Roadtrip Dave tagging us in this challenge. Dave has been a great support of the channel, and I know I give him a hard time. We go back and forth quite a bit. Thank you, T-Town Mary Ellen. I appreciate that. It's a little hard, especially when Dean goes quiet and I feel like I'm sitting here talking to myself. Thanks, Bill, Odds and Ends. I really enjoy the vote of confidence. Hi, Magical News Live. Glad you're here. Glad Megan's here from, oh, my mind went blank. I would mess up on Megan. Mickey's Magic, that's right. And I'm just so glad to be here. I thought my first live stream would be at Walt Disney World and in Magic Kingdom, and I thought that would be a wonderful place to get my first start, but I think it's even greater to be here with Dean from Dreamers Empire. So, getting to my tags. My tags tonight, and I'm going to start with someone who hasn't really posted anything yet, but I have confidence that she is going to do this, and it's going to be her first vlog or maybe her first live stream. But T-Town Mary Ellen, you're it. You have been tagged. And my second one, Dean and I, we kind of agreed to do 2 apiece. So my second one is Park Hop Bears. So if somebody can get the message to park hot bears tonight, I know they're not on here, but I'm sure Roadtrip Dave could probably get that message to them. And so I'm going to turn it back over to Dean now.
Awesome. Thanks, LeAnne. All right. Awesome.
Now, I'm not hearing you, Dean, for some reason. Okay, now I hear you.
Okay. Sorry about that. How am I sounding?
Hearing you clear now.
All right.
Hello, Discover the Magic. I really enjoy your beach trips.
Yeah, Roger's awesome. Roger, we need to see more of those beach walks. Those are fun. So yes, Mary Ellen, congratulations. We look forward to seeing you on your live stream. Let me know so I can get it posted to the live place. And of course, we'll be glad to help.
I lost you again, Dean.
How is it now?
Okay, you're back, I think. Nope, I've lost you. I'm not hearing you.
All right, let me try it this way. I'm using the PC mic. How's that?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay, how does it sound?
It sounds a little tin can, but at least I can hear you.
Yeah, I think I'm having problems with my microphone. I apologize for that. I'd really like to get this fixed. Thanks for your patience, everybody. Let me just try the thing one more time.
Roadtrip Dave says the PC mic sounds much clearer. Nothing.
Okay. All right, let's try the PC mic. Sorry about that, everybody. I think my wire has gotten a little mixed up. So how do I sound?
I promised you bloopers, so we are delivering.
All right, well, let me roll on with the show here. Okay, my first tag is, if you're still on, Mouse Talk, Walt and Melissa. Let me know if you're on, and I think from what I gathered, you had not been challenged yet, and you guys would be great for this. So, Mouse Talk, Walt and Melissa, if you're on, let me know and want to tag you for the challenge. Yes, they are on and they are in for it. Cool. All right, thank you. They just did a top 5 tonight. It was really cool about top 5 funniest characters. So you haven't seen it, go check out their video from tonight. My second one, I do not believe that they're on because they're on the West Coast, but I'm going to tag Rich and Sarah. Rich and Sarah have a video, YouTube site called Learning as We Grow, and they have joined with the live place, and they have been going live on, tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern time, 9 o'clock Central, and they're just awesome couple, really fun. I just love them, and so basically check out Rich and Sarah's vlogs. Remember, for the live place streams, just always go to theliveplace.com and you will find it. All right, so let's do this challenge. Are you ready, LeAnne?
Hey, Stacy Rogers is in the house. Welcome, Stacy.
I did not see that. Hi, Stacy. Good to see you. Let's see. And I think everyone else. Guys, 20 watching, but 12 likes. Thanks, Dave. Yes, hit that like button. Hey, we're up to 14 now, and we're up to 22 watching. This is awesome. All right, let's do this thing. LeAnne, what is your number 5 top Disney character you would vlog with? And I'll go on mute.
Okay, so I was really thinking about this one, and I started thinking about Resort TV 1. They have kind of set the bar for vloggers and streamers, and Josh is doing an excellent job. So as I was pondering this last night, I thought, what does Josh have that is in his arsenal when he's streaming and when he's vlogging? And I realized that Josh has an R-Johns. And R-Johns, if you're still in here, wave your hand or something so I can see you. This chat's going by so fast, though. But Josh has an R-Johns. And please, everyone, I'm not saying R-Johns is a character. I'm not leaning that way. But Richard is always behind the scenes working along with Josh and Jenna. He's a protector. He helps them to get to their destination. He's supportive. And so I was thinking, who would fit that bill as a character that could be my R-Johns? So I decided that I would have James P. Sullivan, Sully from Monsters, Inc. Sully took care of Boo. He provided for her needs. He got Boo to her destination. So I figured that if I had Sully, my R-Johns, I wouldn't have to worry about the tone it down guy. And since Sully solved the energy crisis by laughter, I feel that if I'm starting to lose energy and starting to get drained in the parks, then having Sully with me would give me the energy to continue vlogging. So Sully is my 5th decision.
Nice. I like it. And by the way, I wanted to welcome, I can't remember if I said hi to Love Family Productions. I saw they were in here, and I also saw Texas Takes is in here. So good to see you. Thanks for joining. All right. So Sully is a great pick, and
That's
I like
Mickey's Magic.
What was that?
I was agreeing with Mickey's Magic. She said, R-Johns is not your John, he's R-Johns.
Nice. All right, so hello to Love Family and Texas Takes, and hopefully I didn't miss anyone else. All right, so my number 5 kind of goes back to my early childhood. This is the second movie that I ever saw in my life. I'm pretty sure about this. The character is Baloo. So basically, you all know Baloo from Jungle Book. I believe it was the second movie that I ever saw. And wouldn't he be a cool guy to vlog with? I mean, you know, I'd be probably all like, hey, man, there's a lot of trouble in the world. And Blue would be like, hey, man, relax. Come on. Now you're living. So I just like Baloo's personality. It's also kind of an indication that I'm a little bit older. But Baloo from Jungle Book is my number 5. So, Mary Ellen, back to you.
Mary Ellen. We're getting a start on Mary Ellen.
Whoops. Sorry about that.
Mary Ellen, tag you're it.
Sorry. Go ahead, LeAnne.
Okay. All right. My number 4. I love to take pictures. I love photography. It's my stress relief to get out and take pictures. And I love capturing those shots that's unique. So I was thinking about, okay, as a vlogger at Magic Kingdom, I would want to get up high so I could get an aerial view of the park. And we all desire to see Magic Kingdom up high. So I thought, I need Dumbo to fly me over the crowds. So Dumbo is number 4. And I got to thinking also about Dumbo. I wouldn't have to pay $20 for those spritzers those fans that you see everybody walking around with spritzing themselves in the park. He could just fill his trunk in the fountain and spritz me as needed and flap his ears to cool me. So I'd have my own fan, have my own spritzer. So number 4, Dumbo for aerial shots and the spritzer to keep me cool.
Nice. So just so everyone knows, if I didn't mention before, LeAnne and I did not compare lists in advance. So far, no crossovers. So it'd be interesting to see if we chose any of the same characters. I kind of I'm guessing we did one, but we'll see. So my number 4 is not maybe a overly shocking one, but it is Dory. Dory from Finding Nemo. I just love I love the character. I love Ellen DeGeneres. You know, she had just the perfect personality and voice for it. And so she seems like somebody that'd be really fun to vlog with. Probably I would repeat questions to her just to kind of mess with her short-term memory and just have a little fun. But I had to pick I wanted to pick a character from Finding Nemo because I really love that movie. So my 4th pick is Dory. And I also wanted to welcome Resort TV 1 into the chat. So Josh, great to see you. And I'm actually going to turn it back over to LeAnne for number 3. We're going through these kind of quick, aren't we?
Dory's a good pick. And I'm sorry if I'm not catching all the chat. For some reason, I mean, this is so new to me. My little chat window is so small that I'm only seeing probably about one line at a time right now. So excuse me if I'm not catching. I am glad that you're all here tonight. So I'm glad Josh from Resort TV 1 is here right now because I think he'll understand this one. Every vlogger gets hungry. And some even want a Coke and a cookie. Some even want Starbucks. And so as a vlogger that is hungry and you're in the park, I think you would need Winnie the Pooh Bear. Because Winnie the Pooh is all about searching for food. He always has a rumbling in his tummy. He's on the lookout for the next snack. He's friendly, he's hospitable. I kind of tend to relate to Winnie the Pooh. My kids watched a lot of Winnie the Pooh growing up. I also relate to his little song, I'm short, fat, proud of that. And the lyric that says, I increase my appetite when I exercise. So I think it would be a great pick to have Pooh Bear by my side while I'm out vlogging in the parks to help me find my Dole Whip, help me find my Coke and my cookie. So Pooh Bear, number 3.
All right, Pooh Bear. No, still no crossover, I'll tell you that. All right, my number 3 is, perhaps you've heard of him, Mickey Mouse. So I did think a lot about this, and I know Mickey Mouse is a very popular pick. But here's my reasons. When I hear Mickey Mouse, I hear Walt Disney because, you know, he was the first voice of Mickey Mouse. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that Mouse Talk would probably know, or Josh, I don't believe that was their plan, but basically he just did it so well that he ended up being Mickey Mouse. That said, Mickey Mouse, he has that cordial, welcoming personality. And one of the things that I think is cool now in the parks is when you go up to these characters, they're just so embracing. I'm not a character guy. I wouldn't go up to the characters, but when I see it happening, I just think they're amazing. So yeah, too bad Roadtrip Dave isn't on the chat. We could let him do his Mickey Mouse impression. The guy has it nailed, and I won't even try. So Mickey Mouse, number 3. I will turn it back.
I think everybody loves Mickey Mouse, and Mickey Mouse, Minnie, they are actually my favorites. Well, Sully comes in up there, but I've just been choosing on the ones that I thought I'd get through the park. And I really wish I could read some of the comments here. I see T-Town Mary Ellen is laughing at Roadtrip Dave, so apparently Roadtrip Dave is cutting up in the chat. I saw something with Epcot Bob about using a thumbnail for an extinct attraction, and I was wondering if he was talking about one of us, or I don't know about that, but I guess I better move along here. All right, so number 2, Walt Disney World in Florida is a hot park. Florida is just hot. And I think Josh would agree that when you're live streaming and your nerves are going and you're trying to carry the camera equipment, that the world of vlogging gets very hot. So to counteract the heat while I'm vlogging, I think there is no greater friend than a snowman who doesn't melt. So I think a snowman that doesn't melt can help me survive the Florida heat while I'm vlogging. So my number 2 choice actually is Olaf. He may melt my heart, but he'll keep me cool while I'm going through the park vlogging.
Again, no crossover. Great choice. And so I have my number 2 is Mr. Incredible. So Mr. Incredible, if you guys remember from the first Incredibles movie, when he's being interviewed in the beginning, he just cracks me up the way he all of a sudden thinks the interview is over and pulls the mic off, and then of course he has to sit down again and continue the interview. I just like Mr. Incredible. I love the Incredibles. Definitely one of my favorite Disney movies, Pixar. And so Mr. Incredible, enough said. I'd like to, as a matter of fact, if I was to hang out with Mr. Incredible, I'd go bowling with him, but actually we wouldn't go bowling. You know, we would do some superhero stuff, I'm sure. So I choose Mr. Incredible number 2, which means we are down to our final ones. Nothing the same so far. Really be curious, LeAnne, to see if finally on the last one we get something common.
Okay, so Mr. Incredible, what can I say about Mr. Incredible? I guess I would say that fits your persona well tonight because you are incredible for allowing me to have my first live stream, to put up with a newbie that doesn't have a clue what she's doing, to take this adventure on. It's just very nice of you, Dean, and I really do appreciate it. And I appreciate everyone that is here tonight watching. So, number 1, and I alluded to him a lot in Roadtrip Dave's live stream the other night. I feel that being a vlogger takes a lot of imagination. And so I would want someone with me that has a lot of imagination that I could feed off of and that would help me as I'm vlogging in the park and inspire me to use my imagination and to achieve the impossible. So my number 1 choice, and I know a lot of people do not like this character, but it happens to be my husband's favorite, is Figment. I would want to vlog with Figment. And so I'm curious to know if Dean, the dreamer, chose Figment.
Oh, wow, Figment. You know what? No, I did not. And I have learned to appreciate Figment more. I will tell you that the original ride, as we all know, was the best one. There was just something so special about the original design. And so I feel like the current Figment just doesn't seem as cool to me as it did back then. But yeah, Figment is good. But so we did not get anything the same. So, whoa, that's a little bit loud. Okay, can you hear that? LeAnne, can you hear that?
Yes.
All
What is
right.
it?
Trying to give you a little hint. Can't you hear it?
I can't hear it now.
All right.
I'm not hearing it.
Well, I didn't
Did
get
the
it loud
people in
enough.
chat hear it?
Anybody
in chat hear it?
Could anybody hear that music? I was trying to be a little clever there. I was playing Feed the Birds from Mary Poppins.
Oh.
Now, I will tell you, I saw Disney Dan today. I didn't get to watch him live, but he did this challenge and he chose Bert. I'm going to cheat a little bit and I am going to do Bert and Mary Poppins. So now, Bob, if you are definitely on the stream, you were 2 years younger than me, so you might not remember it as well, but that is the first movie that we ever saw. So now I'm going to just start crying here because it brings back some great memories from the mid-'60s when Bob and I, yes, we are that old, we went to a drive-in theater. Honestly, I do not know if there was an inside movie theater anywhere near us. But there was this drive-in theater called the Twin Drive-In. It had screens on each side of each other and theaters on both sides. And I remember we would drive by this theater on 694, our major road here, highway. You were a little bit more than 3 weeks old, Bob, because I'm thinking I was like 6 or 7. So you probably 4 or 5. And so we went to see Mary Poppins, our very first movie. And what I remember about it so much was that, I mean, come on, it's a magical movie. Everybody likes it, I think. But afterwards, my dad seemed affected by it. And we got home and he was doing step-in times and we were just having so much fun. So Mary Poppins, of course, Julie Andrews, she always strikes me as such a nice person. Lou Mangello, who I know, he's done an interview of Julie Andrews, and Bert, oh, why is his name escaping me? LeAnne, what's Bert? He had the show. Anyway, Bert and Mary Poppins. Somebody tell me who played Bert.
Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke, thank you.
Yeah.
Forgot. So Dick Van Dyke, just a couple of great people. I would love to vlog with them. And that is the show. That's the top 5. So let me read some comments here. Sorry we haven't kept up. I saw Mickey's Magic said that it was Mary Poppins, such a classic, such a family favorite. Yeah, it's just a magical film, especially at the end on the rooftops or going through the chalk drawings. It was called the 100 Twin Drive-In, says Epcot Bob. It is now the world headquarters for the company he works for. That is correct. Yeah, it's an amazing building too. It's cool to actually see the park through Lee's eyes. They did a great job of that. I might be. Oh, that's a comment to Mickey's Magic. He is going to be in the new what? Serious, Stacy? I had not any idea of that. Now, doesn't it make sense? Is Julie Andrews is still doing all right, isn't she? Why? You know what? I could picture her, and this is no spoiler alert because I'm guessing, but I could see Julie Andrews being the old woman feeding the birds, right? I mean, that kind of makes sense to me, but I did not know. Dick Van Dyke, serious? Wait a minute, that can't be right. Dick Van Dyke, is he alive? I'm kind of geeking out about that.
Yeah, I thought I think he's still alive.
I think you're right. Roadtrip Dave says, "Let's Go Fly a Kite" kind of tears me up. Oh yeah, what a great film! I love the one they did recently where it was like Mr. Banks, the Mr. Banks film, and she really liked that song. It was the one song that author really liked. So that was a cool song. They wrote a part for her, but she turned it down. Angela Lansbury. Oh my gosh, she's still around too. You know, Angela Lansbury, I think of her from Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
Yeah.
I'm talking too much, LeAnne. What's that?
And she did the show Murder, she wrote, I believe.
Yeah, Murder, She Wrote. Matter of fact, Bob, you guys used to like Murder, She Wrote. I remember that.
I like Saving Mr. Banks, Mouse Talk.
Yeah, Saving Mr. Banks. Underrated movie, says Mouse Talk. Yeah, definitely agree.
And
as Bob pointed out, go ahead.
Lori's Bits and Pieces, I wanted to say, you was talking about Dick Van Dyke's brother dying. I actually lived in a small town in Arkansas with Jerry Van Dyke. I was in that town. He had a ranch out there. And one night I was in Walmart and I was walking. It was late at night and just doing my shopping. And I look up and there's Jerry Van Dyke and he's just waving and saying hi. He's just a very friendly person.
Wow. Oh, that would be cool. Well, before we say so long, let's reread our top 5. Why don't you read all 5 of yours, and I'll read all 5 of mine, and then maybe we could, hey, Disney Life for me. Good to see you. Yeah, I know you've been, if that's Miguel or Daniela, we know you've been really busy, so glad you could join us at the end here. We're going to go ahead and repeat our top 5, so why don't you go ahead first, LeAnne?
Okay, my top 5. I started with Sully. I went to Dumbo, Winnie the Pooh, Olaf, and Figment.
And my top 5 were, probably forget them here, Baloo from Jungle Book, Dory from Finding Nemo, Mickey Mouse, Mr. Incredible, and both Bert and Mary from Mary Poppins. And before we forget, why don't you do your shout out one more time on the 2 people you tagged?
Okay, it was T-Town Mary Ellen, and I'm new to this other channel, Roadtrip Dave. I need your help. Is it Park Hopper Bears, or what was it again? Roadtrip Dave, are you still out there? Come on, buddy, I need your help.
I've noticed that from the
Roadtrip Dave.
Yeah, Beijing Roadtrip Dave. I think that there's Park Hop
Bears. Park Hop Bears.
All right. And I tagged, I don't know if Mouse Talk is in here anymore, but I tagged Walt and Melissa of Mouse Talk, and I tagged Rich and Sarah from Learning as We Grow Together. So that is all that I had. How about you, LeAnne? Is there, now don't forget, folks, to check out the links in the description, which has a link to Sooner Girl's YouTube channel. She does some awesome videos, and so please, let's, in fact, maybe we should see how many you have, LeAnne. Have you gotten any from this? Just doing a quick check. Oops.
There's Roadtrip Dave.
So probably most of the people in this chat have already subscribed to your channel, but if you have not, check out Sooner Girl, subscribe.
I may lose subscribers after this. You never know. I mean,
you will not lose subscribers.
I may be more of a Jeep jabberer than a Dreamers Empire talking show.
Mouse Talk, that's fine. Just whenever you can. No rush on this at all. And let's see, Mickey's Magic. I've been back for a few days. Oh, she's talking to Daniela. Smash like button. Thank you. I thought I saw a comment in there and I missed. Well, anyway, so good to see these guys do the challenge. So I say let's wrap it up. And LeAnne, thank you very much. It's been fun, even just preparing for this with you, and I look forward to doing other things again in the future.
I appreciate that, and thank you everyone for coming. I have a new respect for all you live streamers, because that chat just goes fast, and we don't even have a lot of people on here chatting like Josh and Jenna does, or some of Disney Dan and Mickey's Magic. But I have a newfound respect for all of you. Glad you're here. Glad you're doing what you're doing. Appreciate you all.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining, and we will catch you soon on your live streams. And remember, if you have any plans to go live, Mary Ellen Clark, you being one of them, hopefully, let me know so that I can get it onto the live place. And I think I'm noticing, is it Evan Allaire? I hadn't seen you on yet, so good to see you. Thanks for joining. We're just wrapping up. You can watch it on the replay. Thanks, everybody, for joining, and we will talk to you later.